It is often said that actions speak louder than words. Every love must be put into action, for true love transcends mere words. Jesus in our gospel reading says, for anyone to be his follower, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow him. This means we must prioritize God's will, desires, and principle over our own personal desires. God must be put in the center of our life. God, we must be ready to face every challenges and remain firm in faith. The fundamental challenge here is to reflect on what it truly means to be a follower of Jesus. To be a follower of Jesus, we must, as echoed in our first reading, obey his statutes and commands. Moses recounted to the Israelites all that God did for them, the sacrifices God made, and so it is now left for them to reciprocate such gesture of God's love to them by keeping his commandments and statutes so that they and their children should prosper. We too, we must reciprocate the sacrifice Jesus made for us on the cross by also sacrificing ourselves wholeheartedly. In 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse 24, when David was presenting his offering to God, he said, I will not offer to God a sacrifice that costs me nothing. It means every sacrifice or every offering involves sacrifice, personal sacrifice to God. We can sacrifice ourselves or even our life, for if we cannot sacrifice ourselves or our lives, then we sacrifice our time, our talents, and our resources. But to be a follower of Christ, there must be sacrifice. Jesus never promised us soft life. For a Christian is not immune of pain and suffering. These are necessary for us as Christians. We must detach ourselves from the world in order to be attached to Jesus. But to be a true Christian, there must be a sacrifice. The way of the cross is the way of suffering for the sake of Christ. So as we journey through life, let us pray for the grace to understand our callings as Christians and what it entails to be a follower of Christ. And let us be ready to make sacrifices. Let us be ready to forgive hurts, to love radically, and be there for Jesus with our whole selves. Saint Dominic, whose memorial we celebrate today, also made sacrifice for the sake of the gospel. And today is being remembered. Through his preaching, he was able to win souls to God. We too, through our own sacrifices, will gather men and women who will come to believe in Jesus.